Hello and welcome, everyone. I am the Bambi-eyed stallion, not the other Bambi-eyed animal that is no more. And we will not discuss that, but we will discuss this Jockstrap album. I Love You, Jennifer B. Jockstrap is a duo, a art pop duo from the UK, consisting of Georgia Ellery and Taylor Sky. I was introduced to them by their fantastic EP, Wicked City, which was definitely more raw, definitely more spacey, and definitely a little dirtier when it came to the sound. I feel on this one, though, there is certainly a cleaner production when it comes to the layering, but not too clean to a point where it sounds like completely sanitary, completely soulless. No. And also, there's more structure on here and definitely more progression, I would say. And definitely more elements, too. We get elements of dance. We get elements of folktronica. We get elements of contemporary folk. But overall, it's just a very nice collection of tracks. Here we get influences from The Knife. We get influences from Julia Halter. We get influences from Kate Bush. And influences from MIA. We'll get to that later. And we definitely get a lot of colors, a lot of transition, a lot of texture, and a lot of very generous handouts of transitioning with harsh noise. We get that too. This thing does not shy away from that. And it's just like a strange beauty. Like there is definitely a theme of love going throughout this thing, but it's just done in such a very intricate way. The opener has these moody strum guitars, fuzzy, eerie synth chords, and George's naked vocals evolving along with the instrumentation is just excellent. I love the way the bass drones on here, and the synths have like these arpeggios that really create a climax and nice ending to the track. And the distorted onslaught of like lo-fi drums and guitars and sunburnt guitars really add a nice finish, for sure. And this album does not shy away from bangers. There are bangers on this thing, from Greatest Hits, which has these gorgeous sung melodies from Georgia just soaring all over the hook. And the modulation of the production is fantastic as well. The beats have like an excellent amount of groove to them. Very nice set of grooves. And you know I love grooves. And the breakdowns and the rhythms just makes me feel like I'm in this otherworldly club. And it's just very nocturnal, very spacious. I'm just in like a whole nother world here where the aliens are jamming and they have angel wings and we're just all having an excellent time. And there are also like beautiful ballads here. And I think the best one is probably Concrete Over Water, but we'll get to that after because we gotta hit the highlights. What we do. What's it all about is a string-kissed ballad. The instrumentation is just so lush. The spotlight vocals are everything. Such an innovative sound when it comes to the instrumentation too. And the song is about yearning for the touch and commitment of someone who has like admired her. And she has mutual feelings as well. And it just has such like a classy essence to it too that I admire. And it doesn't always stay pretty. The mix does get devoured as the track progresses, which I think is excellent. It really does serve the purpose of art pop, which is definitely a experimental version of pop. So yes, it's welcoming, but it's also very weird as well. Very weird, very artistic, and I fuck with that. Concrete Over Water has like these gospel-like vocals, a very nice churchy vibe to it, if I could say that. And these somber organs, the quaint keys and chords, the lyrics are just so poetic and endearing. Like, it's almost like there's layers to them. There's layers to them. And with like lyrics like On the Night, On the Bridge, Concrete Over Water, I think you remind me of the night and also of the day. And what she alludes to in the beginning is being thankful for the day, thankful for the night. So it all culminates into like one beautiful ode here that I absolutely love. And I love how intimate the vocals are. I love like the switch up of the marching snares. I love the squeaky synth arpeggios just going absolutely ballistic over this thing. And I love the layering too. Like, you got to pay attention to the layering and the detail changes, creating just these vibrant passages. And Debra has these like distorted layers of synth and bass and droning, harsh melodies and strings. There's an aquatic, nocturnal feel to this, and it's just leading into these throbbing and patient synth pop chords. And I definitely get like an MIA vibe a little bit with the vocals. And with the melodies, they just bounce into like these really harsh melodies and strings that just add a ferocity to it, but still a banger at that. Like, because that is one thing this album has, is ferocity, but it's not so in your face. It's with the intention of partying, but partying hard, but also sharing a message of love and admiration. And Glasgow is just this acoustic ballad of gorgeous harp string runs all through, beautiful refrains, and to end the album off, like the last highlight, it just comes from like total left field. I did not expect for this banger of a track to just come in and just fuck shit up and leave. Like, it's an all-out banger, distorted leads, stuttering samples and rhythms, and it's very entrancing. Almost reminds me of like Death Grip's Hacker, if you could believe it. You probably can believe it, but maybe not as harsh with the vocals, but definitely like some samples in there, like these stuttering samples and just electronic refrains. It's amazing. It's a banger, and it's definitely a way to end the album for sure. Now, there are some tracks on here that I do feel pale in comparison to others. I do wish there was more progression there. I do wish that some samples didn't really come off as obtuse. And I do wish that the tracks culminated more into an album as opposed to a collection of tracks. But like I said, it is an excellent collection of tracks. And I am feeling 4 black hearts out of 5 on this one. No, wait. I'm not Caspa. What am I doing? I am feeling 4 stars out of 5 on this one. But if you check this out, what did you think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And why? And that is it. That is all. And the Bambi-eyed stallion will return.